Hey new city builders, I'm Ak, and in this beginner guide I want to show you how to start a new city and introduce you to some basic mods that make your life so much easier. As always, the mod collection is linked down in the description. The map we are using is the 7 Lakes map, which comes with a DLC. I can't remember which one, but if you don't have any DLCs, no problem at all, this guide will work for you as well. And it also works for you if you don't want to use mods. There are also plenty more tutorials on my channel, and if you wanna see more in the future, just like, subscribe and hit the bell. Now let's get to it. Alright, there's our starting square, and let's make sure the game is on pause. To unlock the first things, we need to place a road. Let's do simply that. And bam, more roads have unlocked. Also the electricity tab and the water tab. Let's get rid of that road again. Now we need to think about where should the main road go. We can expand in that direction, and that direction. I would say the first road should go around to the left here. How I do that? I use one of these medium roads. Make sure I put it right in between these guidelines, like about there. And go a little bit straight for about 10 units. Now we use the freeform road. We go straight there. So back to straight. To about there. That should be fine for now. Also make sure you keep the tree snapping, anarchy and the forestry lock off. If you keep the anarchy on and build the road through trees, trees will stay on the road and we don't want that. Then let's pick the two-way, one-way road. Use the curve tool and go out for, how far is that? 7, so let's get out for 3, click and in. Same on that side, 3, click in. Of course that is now going the wrong direction. Use the upgrade tool and right click on it. So now the road works. Before we take care of the residential, I want to put in a little industrial pocket and also a place where we can put water and electricity. I would say down here would be a good spot for the industry and that kind of stuff. Grab the dirt road because they are really cheap in upkeep and building. We don't want to waste any money right now, so I use that guideline here for now. Maybe go down to 10 over there in a 90-degree angle to about 30 and make that a square. And add another square like that. I mean a rectangle. I guess even one more. And then connect that to the main road. In a straight way, if we can. Yeah, that's perfect. Now to the electricity. From the start we get the wind turbine and the coal power plant. I'm not a big fan of pollution, but for the start a coal power plant is probably the best option, so let's pick that. Which is also quite expensive, 19,000. We have 57,000 left, so we need to keep an eye on our money. Yeah, let's put it here. Next up, water. I think I want to use a water tower. Where to put that? Definitely far away from anything that pollutes. Otherwise the water gets polluted and our people get sick. We don't want that. Maybe put it over here for now. Yeah, that seems a good spot. Also, we need to do something about our sewage. If you're playing completely vanilla, water drain pipe is your only option now. It's polluting the water, so you need to make sure that it goes somewhere where it doesn't pollute your city. I want to use a DLC with the inland water treatment plant, so I don't have to pollute my nice lakes here. And I want to place it right next to the coal power plant, because why not? Good, so that is sorted. Next up, we need some space for residential zoning. Grab the dirt road again, and somewhere here the road goes straight, so right about here. I think I want to just go straight in that direction, so later on we can fill that all in with residential. And I also like to leave some space in between the zoning, so later on we can add some trees there that will look nice. Let's go for, yeah, 40 is nice. Let's go 40 here. Another 13, was it 13? Nope, one too much. So 12 units. Also, if you don't use the precision engineering mod, it won't show you the units, I think. So you have to go after the construction cost. And maybe one on the other side, because why not? Here we need to go 13 because the road here is 4 units far. Good, that should do for now. Usually I would get rid of that lump here with terraforming tools, but we have no access to that yet, so we will fix that later, maybe, probably. Good. Let's get the pipes in. There's only one thing missing now, which is electricity. And if you play vanilla, you use these, but I think they are so huge and ugly and you don't really need them for a small town. So I got me these, how they called? Rural utility line here. I like them better. I will simply disable all snap tools. Good, that should cover us for the beginning. Now, let's get the zoning in. You have different tools here as well. You have the fill tool by default, the marquee tool, a small painter, and a big painter. I prefer to use the marquee tool. Let's grab some low commercial, and paint them on the main road here. I'll leave some space here, so we can later add some trees and there's no traffic on these collector roads. So we have the arterial, the big arterial going through here. Then we have the collector roads going out from there, and then the local roads where our zoning will be. Of course the commercial zoning is right in the middle here on the main road, but that's where the commercial wants to be. So people driving by see their advertisement and come in and buy stuff. Now let's also get some industrial in, which is more dense, but we don't care about that. Or maybe, yeah, let's leave the collectors open again. So no zoning here, only zoning there. And maybe one block for now is enough. But we already have space to expand by just zoning without having the need to build new roads. Alright, now we can unpause and see if we forgot something. That happens and it's not a problem. That's why we always keep a little money, so if there is a problem plopping up, we can take care of it. Let's click here to speed it up to 3 speed. And watch how our city grows. let's take a look at our budget. We are just slightly in the plus, so what we could do now is check availability for electricity, which is way high up. Oh, and there's our first milestone. Little Hamlet, which unlocks garbage, healthcare and education. So from now on, the citizens want their garbage taken care of, and if they get sick, they also want a healthcare center or something. And the industrial demand, which we can see down here, so we got the residential demand, commercial demand, industrial demand. Industrial is the highest now, let's take care of that. We already got some space prepared, so just zone in. Maybe let's just zone it completely in for now. Like that. And even on the other side. And also make sure to leave space where future roads will be. So yeah, the income is increasing. But I was saying earlier, so electricity availability is way high up. Same with water and water treatment. So what we can do, we go in the budget and lower our electricity down to about 70%. Same with the water. That will decrease our cost and we are making a little more money. So let's pause for a moment. We now need to take care of garbage before the garbage complaints are plopping up. We got 34,000 to spend, which is great. Garbage is here. So vanilla way, you only can use the landfill site for now. If you got the DLCs. Which DLC is that? Green Cities. If you got Green Cities, you can also go with recycling. I like the recycling better than to just pile up the trash, so I want to go with that. Can we fit it in here? Nope. Maybe right next. Yeah, here would be a good spot, but the power lines are in the way. Remove them. As you see, that's still covered over here. Good. Put one in here. That should cover us for a while. Unpause to see garbage processing status. It should jump up now. Yeah. Perfect. And our citizen also want a school now. So let's grab that and put it, let's say, over here. Just right in the middle. So we are out of money and I can't afford a medical clinic. Let's speed up by hitting the 3 key on the keyboard or clicking down there. Alright, slow down again. We now got more than 10,000. So I can afford a clinic. I think I want to go for the European one here. It kind of fits nicer into this foresty area. And I want to put it here. Our demands are quite balanced out right now. A little bit of residential, a little bit of commercial. So I think the next logical step would be to build out our residential area. And there we go, the next milestone. Worthy Village. We are allowed now to buy another square. New features, we can use districts, policies, loans, district specialization, service policies, emergency services, police department. Let's see if we can afford a fire department already. It cost us 12,000. Well, let's go with the old school one and place that. So yeah, I would say let's put it here. Leave some space for that road. So if we want to expand here, we don't put the fire department in the way of the road. Police station. Oh, we also can afford a police station. Let's put that, I don't know, maybe over here. right on that corner. And the residential demand is rising. For a second there was not enough workers plopping up in the industrial area. That's always a sign they need more people. How about we get some nice homes on that cliffside here? Make sure all the snapping tools are back on. Switch to freeform. And have that nice wiggly road go along the riverside or lakeside. Is it a lake? Yeah, it's a lake. So back to straight. See, from here to here it's 12. Let's go another 12. Cost us in the way. 12 and straight down. Another 12. I think some of the houses might enjoy that view on the lake, so at this point I want to zone on that road as well. It shouldn't matter too much. But here, maybe leave that open. Some houses here. And then fill in the rest. Oh, pause. We get electricity issues. Go back to the budget and move it back up to 100%. Unpause and check. Here, that covers us. So I also want to introduce you to Bob. So as you can see, these buildings come with the old vanilla trees. I personally don't like how they look. They don't really fit in with the map. So what we need to do is go in the options. There's Bob. Go in the configuration tab. Type some name here, which I already did. Noob guy. Here's the type of name. Save current configuration and make sure to use selected configuration instead of global configuration for this save. So the changes you make are only on this map and have a special configuration for it. And if you want to play another map, then you don't have to change that globally again. And then simply save. That out of the way, you click on the Bob and on a house. Now it shows you all props and trees that are on that house. I don't care about the props, so I switch to the trees. Let me move that over a bit so we can see better. Now I select the alder. And I also want to change that on all houses. So I switch to that. And I want to change it to the new content creator trees. Everyone gets that for free, so every one of you should have that. The alder, maybe let's replace that with the live oak. Simply hit the green button here. And the bushes, maybe change that for the rhododendron. Good. So now all the buildings fit nicely into the theme of the map. The entrance to our city looks a little bit weird and not so great, so let me introduce you to two other mods. The first one is Node Controller, which lets us manipulate nodes. So let's go with that first. Just click on it and then we click the crosshair that makes all the ends straight. See? That's already much better. Now I want to align these roads a little better. So I hold shift, click here and then click here. So that will line up, and the same on the other side. Click here and here. That is already much smoother. Now right click to deselect that node and select that one. Again, straight. Maybe we make it sloped. Yeah, That's a nicer transition. Because the highways outside of the buildable area, they are always a little bit elevated for some reason. That is just the game. And maybe give us a little bit more space in between here. So I will hover over the offset and use the mouse wheel to scroll up. Yeah, 16 is looking good. And I don't want to have the crossings here, so markings off. Same on the other side. Go back to that node and move that side a little bit out to about there. Also, get rid of the crossings. That are only the visuals though. We still have to use the traffic manager to get rid of crossings here. So pedestrians still will work over there. Or maybe let's do that next. Traffic manager, junction restriction. Click on here. We want the traffic to be able to go through here all the time and to here all the time. That means they won't stop for traffic on the node, which they would be if there are like 6 cars coming and they are occupying the node here. The cars here would stop, even though that it's not a real crossing, so they have no reason to stop. That way we can prevent that. Also get rid of the crossings, and they are not allowed to turn around here, which we can also set with the lane connectors, which I already did here. So they can only go straight and they can only go straight. No U-turns allowed. Now the next mod. Intersection marking tool. Let's do these first. Just click on them and click on that. We want to have the line to here. Now it shows us if we want a solid line, hold shift. Without modify, it would be a normal dash line, control shift, double solid, but we can also change that later after we set line. So I will hold shift since I want to have a solid line here. Same on the other side, click, and I go in here for the simple reason that are the parking lines. We want to restrict parking here in a moment. Also, I forgot one thing. Back to node controller, go here. We want to align that by holding shift to that. Yes. Same on the other side. Okay. Back into the intersection marking tool. Align here and align there. Yep, that is right. But I don't like that it's curving in and out again. So back to node controller. And give the blue side a little bit of a shift. Yeah, that's looking right to me. Maybe a little more. Yeah, -4 seems about right. Let's do the same on the other side. Blue, shift to 4. Good. Okay, now I set that to 22 and 16. So from the middle of the node, that one is 16 meters away. From the midpoint of the node, that is 22 meters away. To the intersection marking tool, hit the copy button, right click to deselect, left click to select that, and paste. That doesn't seem right. No, it isn't. Delete that line, delete that line. We want that to go straight and that to go straight. Perfect. Now deselect, select that one. We want a solid on the side, solid here. Same on the other side, solid here and solid here. Now to that one. That goes to here. That goes to here. And like I said earlier, if you hold shift, it's getting straight, solid. If you're not holding anything, it gives you the dashed line. So move that to there, and that is not the right one. We can change the style here to solid. Now use that segment, and we want the solid to go to there. And a solid to go to there. Now that's already looking much better. So use that node again, and we want to add a filler by holding Alt, so these red dots appear. Go from here to there to there to there. And I want to make that pavement. But it's too high, so I need to lower the elevation. Now that will start C-fighting, because 0.1 meter, 10 centimeters is the height of the actual curb. To make a difference, to make it like 1 centimeter higher so it stops fighting, you just hover over here, hold Control and scroll up. So now it's 0.11. No C-fighting and a nice median in the middle. And there you go, the transition looks already much nicer. If you have any questions about mods or the game itself, let me know in the comments. I will try to cover it in part 2. And I hope you know now how to start a successful city. If so and you want to see more, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe and ring the bell. And share with your friends. And if you think that all my time, work and effort putting into the content is worth a few bucks, there is also a Patreon link down in the description. Until then, have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye bye!